Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things, and I have a Winter is Coming Wednesday episode here today. It's a project that I made with Libby and Jane, and it wasn't even going to be a Winter is Coming Wednesday theme card. Then I pulled it out to do the video, and I'm like, wow, this really does look like a beautiful fall or Thanksgiving harvest type card. And so I went ahead and made a quick label because right now it has congratulations on it. And I wanted to talk really quick about what you can do with the A Wish for Everything stamp set that has been in a couple of my videos recently. Sorry, I have something that wants to fall, so I'm going to move it to a safer place. All right, so A Wish for Everything has 38 stamps in it. And I was talking in an organization video not long ago about how I've organized some of these stamp sets that have many words in them. This one has a ton of words. So I opted for this particular set to leave the rubber in place and label above with the smallest tape that I have. And the fonts on this whole set are either a tall narrow serif or there's two cursives, kind of an angled cursive and then an ampersand that's puffy cursive. So I think this is the best way to keep this organized. And what I pulled out today to alter my card for you to visualize it as a Thanksgiving card is have a happy Thanksgiving. And I want to show you how easy it is, since there's so many words and phrases in this set. I was able to very easily create a phrase. Here is the phrase. I think the spacing is pretty good. My goal was to not have to try to line up. Have a is one stamp. Happy is a second stamp. Thanksgiving is a third stamp. And I think this is a pretty good lineup of the phrase, and it was easy to do. I have this grid, my grid paper's on the other side, but for this purpose I flipped it the other way just so that I could have these fat blue lines to line up my three stamps together. I went ahead and took my snips. These are my sharp ones. I took my dull snips. I would not cut with your sharp paper snips. I wouldn't cut through rubber with them. But you will see that I did cut off the end that butts up next to from have a happy, and then I cut vertically between the Y and the T for Thanksgiving, and I get a pretty decent phrase out of the deal. I line them up on the rubber side, not on the cling side, because when you apply the cling, look how crooked that looks. If you lined it up with the cling in mind, it would come out completely wonky because the cling isn't a perfect lineup. And with these lined up about like it is right here, I got this stamp out of the deal. So that is my big tip for the day with using the A Wish for Everything, how to organize the stamps for easy pulling of them, and also how to put them in a sentence format. And the project is right here. So this project uses some new products and some retiring products. I want to pull out this paper. It is beautiful paper. I am very, very happy with it, and it is my pre-order that I got. The only paper that was available, actually. I'm going to go away and come right back with the paper. I should have grabbed it first. Found it. It is called Beauty of the Earth. And what I chose to use on this strip card was actually the second option that I had. Initially, I had picked for this strip to be a piece of this lovely sprigs with the misty moonlight splatters. But then I saw this, and I really wanted for this circle, our criteria for this particular card was to use this circle die. and I really loved the strip, so I cut a piece of the trees. And for the flowers, there is a die cut that cuts the flowers that you can just pop the color in behind. I used dots to attach them, and in this case I used the glimmer that is the only current glimmer I believe that's carrying over, and it is a nice ombre effect. Let's see if I can get the whole, so this is the full 12-inch piece. Let's do sideways so you can see the whole thing. So I started thinking that I was going to use the sprigs. So you'll see I cut one flower out that would coordinate with the Misty Moonlight. And then I went over into the yellow oranges. And when I pulled the trees, the line of trees in, I knew that I had to make one more to replace that blue glimmer, that it was not going to work. So then I wanted this evening evergreen bow with the bee, and this strip of gold is just barely attached with because it was sliding, this little strip of gold, and so I had to attach it with a dot. And now that I've looked at it again, I wanted to set this Happy Thanksgiving, or have a Happy Thanksgiving, and just attach it just like so. I will probably go ahead and cut the Have a Happy Thanksgiving using the die cut label, and I'll stamp it in the middle of it and redo the label completely. And I think I have one more completed Winter is Coming Wednesday project, and I love it. And I think that the tree strip, now that I'm looking at it, is a little bit crooked, so I'm going to have to work my magic and pick up this piece. Dimensionals, if you don't already know, are really, really sticky. So by picking it up, I will tear the paper. So it only has to shift a tiny bit, so I will get that fixed. If you ever see I'm really picky about crooked elements, and so is my husband. He's the one who alerted me that this was crooked. So that's when it was sitting on my desk to get a little redo before a video. And then I saw it as a Thanksgiving Winter is Coming Wednesday, and went off to make my label to convert this so you guys could see it. So I'll get that one fixed. I'll redo this label, and it will go in my Winter is Coming Wednesday stash of completed projects. And that's all I've got for today. Leave any of your questions, comments, or suggestions on the video or over on my blog. The new products won't be live until May 4th. And this is an extra Winter is Coming Wednesday. I already did my April one, so it's not May yet, till next week. So you get a bonus Winter is Coming Wednesday episode. And I will have the supplies. As I said, there's new products that won't go live till the 4th. I will get those loaded up, and the links will be active. The wood grain, sadly, is retiring, so we're saying goodbye to that. Everything else on here that I'm looking at is either carrying over or is brand new. And yes, the sentiment set is carrying over as well. The A Wish for Everything. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you with a Winter is Coming Wednesday on schedule mid-May.